Have your kids seen any of your animated stuff? And do they even understand what's going on?
My daughter, Carmen, just started watching, I did Rise of the Guardians for DreamWorks.
Right.
I did Rise of the Guardians. She started watching that, and she thinks it's fun. But her favorite thing is she knows I play Trump. So my little daughter, who's 3.5, she's like, are you going to go to work and play Donald Trump?
Chris, I'm going to start this debate in the quietest voice possible. In the past, I have been big and loud, but tonight, I am a sweet little baby Trump.
And I want to stay home with my wife and my kids, so I started to try to craft things I could do, like Match Game for ABC and doing the talk show, things that I could shoot in New York and stay home in New York.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the ultimate gig. The gig you have is a great gig.
I'm not complaining at all.
Our first question is for you, and it is about reproductive rights.
They're ripping babies out of vaginas.
Apparently he eats like a lot of bacon.
He loves bacon?
And apparently he loves bacon. He likes lots of bacon. And he's got his phone and he's watching the news and he's in his, in his boxers and his bathrobe and he's like tweeting. And then, or...
Do you give anything up for Lent? Is that something that you do?
Well, it's indicative of who you are. People reflect back to you who you are when they tell you what you should give up for Lent.
Do you get that from
Well,
people?
so I'll say to my wife, what should I give up for Lent? And my wife was like, complaining. Does he get like alerts? Like, is he in the middle of like a session? He's like with North Korean diplomats and they're talking about nuclear weapons. He's like, hold on a moment, please. Alec Baldwin, loser.
Alec Baldwin has a new movie out.
Really?
He's coming out with a
horrible
new
movie,
series.
mediocre career. Does he?
I have a fantastic relationship with Mexico, okay? I have personally met with the Mexican president. I forget his name. I think it was something like Mr. Guacamole.
Like years ago, I'd say give up cursing and saying bad words. And I do pretty well for a while, you know what I mean? Then you look at each other and go, well, let's get, even Jesus would say under these circumstances.
Yeah, right.
And they get up there and they're talking. And I mean, Coppola was very articulate, but everybody else, you couldn't understand a single word they said.
Really?
The entire thing.
What was going on?
James Caan would sit there. I mean, I worship all of them, but James Caan would sit there and go, I remember that time when you were there.
I'm sorry, excuse me, Senor Guacamole. I also met his beautiful wife, Taquito. And their twin children, Chips and Salsa.
I tried to stick my face out, my mouth out. I was in the makeup room, they're putting my wig on, and I literally, it was like a scene from like a mental hospital. I'm getting the wig on me, and I'm sitting there the whole time going, China.
I'm trying to do it again and again. So that it becomes...